Hey guys, welcome back. So today in this video I've created this double winged sort of eyeliner look. I don't know what made me do this look, and to be honest I hadn't really planned what look I was going to do in this video. I was just winging it. I thought, right, let me just get everything out and just play around with it. And I got I got over excited and I got over creative that the blue eyeliner on top I actually created myself, which you guys probably already know how to do anyway, but I just thought, right, let me just get in there and just do it. I do really like it because you can use that technique to get any color eyeliner and you don't need to go out and buy it, because I generally, personally, knowing me, I know that I won't be using a lot of colored eyeliners, and if you can create it at home it can save you so much money. So if you guys want to see how I created this look, then please keep watching. So firstly, I'm just tying my hair back, just putting a little clip in it just to keep my hair out of my face. And firstly, working on my face, I'm taking this vitamin C serum by the Body Shop, and this will just help to kind of brighten up my face and just make it feel a bit more lively. I'm just moisturizing my lips with the Blistex lip conditioner, because I want to go in with a matte lip color afterwards. It just helps to keep it nice and nourished. So for my eyes, I first applied the primer potion by Decay, and then I'm actually neutralizing my eyelids using this Stila Illuminating concealer, and I'm just using this Morphe sponge just to help blend it out. And I did spritz the sponge with MAC Fix Plus spray as well, because I just feel it just helps to set it that much better. Then just to kind of set that concealer in place, I'm just using my Makeup Forever Ultra HD banana powder, and I'm just loving this powder at the moment. It's so nice. So then taking this soft peach color, it's by Femme Cosmetics, but it didn't actually have a shade on it, so I'm not sure what it's called, but it's like a soft peach color. I'm just working that into my crease, and I'm using the Royal Langnickel BC 445 brush. Then taking Cacao by Kryolan, I'm using the same brush and just going between my brow bone area and the edge of the original color that we placed just prior to this step. This will just help to create like a nice gradient effect. Then taking this Carli Bybel palette, I'm taking this highlight shade here, and I'm just going to use that to highlight my brow bone first, and I'm using the Sigma E25 brush, and all the shadows in that palette are so pigmented, so you don't need a lot. Then taking this dark brown shade from the Nubian palette by Juvias Place, I'm just working that on the outer corners of my eyes, and then working whatever's left on the brush to the inner corners, basically along my crease line, and I'm using the MAC 221 brush for that. Then taking this lighter brown shade, I'm taking the Y17 brush by Morphe, and I'm just applying that into the crease just to kind of reduce the harshness from the dark brown color. Now taking my flat synthetic concealer brush by MAC, I'm just applying the MAC Paintpot called Laying Low onto my eyelids, mainly working it on the inner 2/3 of my eyelids. So the eyeshadow I'm using to go on top of the MAC Paintpot is by Kiko Cosmetics, and it's the shade number 4, which is a really nice kind of sparkly gold color. But I did have to kind of spritz my brush with the MAC Fix Plus spray, because without it, it wasn't showing up as much. So to give it that good, full, nice effect, I did have to spritz it. So I'm leaving my eyes as it is for now and moving on to my face, and I'm first priming it with the Benefit Porefessional Matte Rescue Primer, which I'm really liking because I do have an oily T-zone, and for me so far it's been one of the best primers. Now moving on to my foundation, I'm using the Forever foundation by Dior, which is one of my newest discoveries, and I'm really liking it, and I'm using the Morphe sponge just to help blend everything away. Again, I did dampen this sponge with the MAC Fix Plus spray because it just helps to really soak in the product, and I'm just using the flat end now of the sponge just to help buff out the foundation a lot faster. I have also done a first impressions review on this Dior foundation, and I'll link that down below if you wanted to see it. Now I'm moving on to under my eye area, and I'm using this Peach Corrector by Decay, which is one of my favorite correctors because it's not too heavy on the eyes and it's just easily blendable. Then taking the concealer by Urban Decay as well, and this is the one in medium neutral. I'm just applying it to the areas that I like to kind of highlight, and that's under my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, a little bit on my forehead, under the area that I like to contour, and a little bit on my lip area. I did start off, as you saw in the video, I did start off with my Morphe sponge, but I just couldn't get it in the inner corner. I think it was just too fat and it wasn't small enough to get in there. So I used a smaller beauty blender sponge just to get in there, and then now, as you can see, I'm just using that Morphe sponge again, as it is bigger and it just helps to blend things a lot faster. Moving on to contouring, I'm taking the Sculptor Crayon by Tarte Cosmetics, and this is in the shade called Park Avenue Princess, and I'm just drawing lines with the crayon or with the stick in the areas that I generally like to contour, and then I'm using my Morphe Y8 brush just to help buff everything away. And this crayon was so creamy, like the tiniest touch on my face, and it gave off so much color. So it's very pigmented, very creamy, so you just need the tiniest amount, and as you can see in the video, it just blends away really nicely. So I do really like that. Now I'm going to be setting the areas that I kind of highlighted, and I'm using my Makeup Forever Ultra HD banana powder again for that, because as you know, I absolutely love it. And then just to help bronze up my face a little bit and to set the cream contour, I'm taking this Tarte bronzer called Hotel Heiress, and it's again a really pigmented bronzer, so you just need the tiniest amount, especially if you're fairer than I am, because it will show up really well. Then just to kind of deepen up my contour, I'm taking this Sephora baked powder in the shade number 60 and using my Morphe Y12 brush just to kind of blend it away and just to really apply it onto my face. So I felt that my contour needed a bit of a clean up because it's just dragging a little bit further down, so I'm just using this MAC CC powder and applying it with my medium beauty blender sponge just to help clean it out a little bit. So I'm just tightlining my eyes, which I absolutely hate doing, but it gives off a really good effect once it's done, and just applying the same perversion eye pencil to my lower waterline as well. Moving on to my eyebrow pencil, I'm taking the Benefit Goof Proof eyebrow pencil, and this is in the shade number 6, and if you've been watching a lot of my videos, you'll notice that I've been using this quite a bit purely because it's really quick and easy to apply. So I'm just using this spoolie just to help brush out my hairs and just to make it flow nicely before fixing them in place using this More Brows eyebrow gel, and this is the shade Medium Dark. Now I'm just brushing away the excess powder, and it's kind of cleaned up the contour area, which I'm liking. Then taking the same highlight shade from the Carli Bybel palette, I'm just applying it to the inner corners of my eyes, and I'm using the Y22 brush by Morphe. Then taking this MAC blush called Melba, I'm using my Morphe Y4 brush just to apply it to my cheeks before highlighting. And for that, I'm using the Amazonian Clay highlighter by Tarte, and this is in the shade called Exposed, and I'm using the M510 brush for this, and it is super powerful, so you just need the smallest amount of the highlight because it's so pigmented. I'm just taking that blush brush without any product on it just to help kind of blend out the lines between the blush and the highlight before spritzing my face quite heavily with the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. So once that's dried off a bit, I'm applying my top eyeliner, and I'm using the Maybelline Master Ink Matte Black Eyeliner, and I'm really liking this because it's got such a nice fine point to it. The tip of it is really fine, so you can get a really nice thin flick of the eyeliner. So I'm just literally starting off with the flick area and then moving the brush further in. Then I'm taking that brown shade from the Nubian palette by Juvias Place and just kind of softening the under eye area so it's not looking too harsh. Now to create my second eyeliner, I'm using those two shades from the Spectrum palette by Urban Decay, and they are the shade Madness and Deep End, and I've mixed that with the Eye Candy Liquid Sugar and just created this kind of gel-like base, and really thinly and finely I'm drawing on another sort of liner on top, and where the flick area is, just trying to create like a little gap so I can fill it with some glitter later. And the glitter I chose was the Heavy Metallic Glitter Liner by Urban Decay, and this is in the shade called Midnight Cowboy. And the reason why I chose this was because it's just easier to apply and it won't cause a lot of a mess. I also did apply a little on the inner lower corners before moving on to my mascaras, and for that I'm using the MAC Extreme Dimension mascara on top and the Makeup Forever Smoky Stretch mascara on the lower. Now time for my lashes, and I'm wearing the Huda Beauty lashes in the style Samantha, and just taking out my hair before I move onto my lips. And for that I'm first lining it with the Kiko lip liner in number 310, which is the nice sort of pinky color, and very lightly filling it in. And then I'm taking the Tati's lip paint in the shade Festival, and I'm just filling in my lips there, but I found it a little bit too light, so I went in with Catnip by Anastasia Beverly Hills and just kind of dotting some of that lip product onto my lips and just using a lip brush just to help blend the two colors together. So that is the look complete. It's the first time I'm wearing these Huda Beauty lashes. They are amazing, really nice. I love the look that it gives, but they were a nightmare to put on. Generally, I don't like lashes that have thick bands on them because they're just that much harder to put on because they don't bend as well. And these ones have it. These are the Samantha lashes. These inner corners took forever to stick, and I don't even know if they're still fully stuck on. I used the duo glue, but I think the next time I'm going to wear them, I'm going to use the glue that comes with the Eldora False lashes, because that glue sticks anything. It's so good. So I'm going to try it with that glue the next time, and I'll let you guys know how they stick on and stuff as well when I do wear them. But this is the look complete. I hope you guys liked it. Please do thumbs up if you do, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video.